sky. It was just a bright streak, just boom, real quick. The sky. It was just a bright streak, just boom, real quick.
Alright, The Hunt for Skinwalker Ranch, Season 2, Episode 1 is going to start out with Brandon and a doctor flying in here on a helicopter, and they're going to freaking get the whole crew back together, and they're going to figure out what they're going to do this year. And they all sit down on a table, and they figure out that they're going to go ahead and go to a pit. They're going to go ahead and dig a little bit, but there's like some sort of sinkhole that they're going to go and fill up with water and put some green dye in there, and they're going to see where it goes to. And so they go to the pit, and they throw like 25,000 gallons of water into it, and with some green dye, and they want to see where it goes. And long story short, the dye, the water, it just goes, they don't know where it goes. It doesn't come out on the ranch. They're going to look for it on the ranch. They have drones and everything. They don't see shit. So, after that, they're going to go ahead and get together and figure out, you know, where did it go. You know, they went and they drilled, you know, down below last season at Homestead 2, and they go there, and the water where they drill in the hole is clear. So obviously the water is not there, and we're going to keep on getting into this shit. Then Travis and them, they go back behind Homestead 2 from last season, where he pulled over like it was like maybe a sewer, little concrete slab down below. So they're checking it for radiation, and they're doing a lot of major checks for radiation in this. And so they get over there, and they check for radiation. They pull it over, and the water is clear. So the green dye didn't go over there either. And then the other crew, they're over on the other side of, you know, the property, and they're not finding any of the water. So that is like kind of a big mystery in this episode 1, and there is definitely more. So stay tuned. So as you go into like last year when they did the survey underground, and they showed like some sort of football shape that was super long, like 1,000 feet long, underground. And then when they drilled, they kind of drilled into some like really hard rock and stuff. So maybe that's just probably what it was. But then now they're thinking, all that water that they fucking pumped into the ground, probably it may have went into that dome structure. So that maybe there is a huge void under there, and that's what they're you know, looking towards. Of course, a lot of with the radiation. But here it comes towards the end of the episode. They show something really quick, and what they show is they're having dinner, having some burgers there at Travis's trailer, and they hear something there in the bush, and like they get like, oh, they're about ready to get attacked by something. And I'm like, oh, what is this going to be? The Skinwalker? And then the guy shines light, but what Travis says is what he saw was like a triangle, like a triangle shape, something triangle shape with some weird colors. But they said they saw it move, which I kind of didn't really understand the explanation of that. But then right after that, he says he turns off his phone, but then he saw something shoot across the night sky real fast, and the surveillance camera supposedly caught it, and they show it on this, and here's what it looks like. All right. Before we get into the actual clip of that, they dug out that hole that it's like 45,000 gallons of water they dumped into, and they find like pretty much, it went down 16 feet. They find this clay, hard clay, so like water can't go through clay. They only dug in like one spot inside of it. They didn't dig out like the whole pit. So they're still kind of dumbfounded where the water went, because the water's not there, and like where they dug down, it got clay, and the water should not seep through clay. So it's another little mystery here on season 2, episode 1. So let's get into that video here real quick.
The sky. It was just a bright streak. Boom, real quick. The sky. It was just a bright streak. Boom, real quick.
So y'all tell me what you think down below. Was that a UFO that they just filmed real quick? And another thing that happened in the show is Caleb's phone started tripping like last year and started going through all the apps and like calling people and all this stuff, like this tripping out, never seen. So yeah, tell me what you guys think of this episode, and I'm gonna do a review, like probably 5-minute review on each one. So later.